After the whirlwind of terror that gripped myself and my mother that night at the Admiral Benbow, the winds of change continued to blow. I soon found myself leaving my home, my mother, and my native England for adventures into the great unknown.
Look, there's Squire, or should I say Admiral Trelawney.
My lads, isn't it glorious? Behold our noble ship, the Hispaniola.
A fine vessel, Trelawney. Well picked.
Thank you, Doctor. Let's head aboard.
Joyce, Hunter, get aloft, ye lubbers. Ahoy, Squire, and good day, Doctor. Ah, you must be Jim Hawkins. Welcome aboard, lad. You can call me Mr. Arrow. And I run a tight ship, and I fly straight as an arrow.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arrow.
Get below Jim and meet the ship's cook. He'll be your guardian this voyage.
Stowaway, found ourselves a stowaway.
Ahoy there, mate. You must be Jim Hawkins. My name's Silver. Long John Silver.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Silver.
Ah, a fine young lad you be. Come help an old sea dog make the crew some lunch.
Yes, Mr. Silver.
What's the matter, lad? Oh, that? Ha ha! I lost this leg in service of my king while sailing with the immortal Admiral Ark.
Sorry for my rudeness, Mr. Silver.
No harm done, little matey.
All hands on deck. Prepare to make sail.
Let's go above and see how we can help, eh?
Aye, aye, sir.
All hands accounted for, Mr. Arrow?
Just about to start roll call, sir. Hawkins?
Reporting for duty, sir.
Joyce?
Aye, sir.
Tom?
Aye.
Gray?
Aye, aye, Mr. Arrow.
Hunter?
Righto, Mr. Arrow.
Alan?
Present and accounted for, sir.
And Ruth?
Ahoy.
Graves?
Aye, Mr. Arrow.
Mary?
Aye, aye, Mr. Arrow.
Hans?
Yes, sir.
Morgan?
Aye.
Agate?
Ready for sea, Mr. Arrow.
Anderson?
Aye, aye, Mr. Arrow.
Dick?
Ahoy.
McGill?
Aye.
Katie?
Right here, sir.
O'Brien?
Ahoy.
And Mr. Silva?
Raring to go, Mr. Arrow.
Very good. To the capstan, men. Weigh anchor and set the sails. The voyage has begun.
Aye, sir. Mend the capstan, you lily-livered swabs. Up them ratlines, you scurvy scum.
Squire, Doctor, may I see you in my cabin, alone. May I be frank with you, Squire?
Of course, Alexander.
I don't like this crew. They seem like a bunch of ruffians to me.
I chose the crew myself, with help from our esteemed cook, Long John Silver.
The cook? Ha! That explains much. A cook shouldn't choose the crew.
Sir, how dare you? If you don't like my crew, then perhaps you don't like your employer.
I never said that, sir, but I still feel precautions should be taken to prevent, well...
Surely you don't fear mutiny, do you, Captain?
No. No sane captain would ever set sail if he feared mutiny even before the voyage began. But I still feel that there are sidearms and muskets that should be brought here to be stored. This way we'll have complete control over the weapons aboard.
A fine plan. We'll have some of Trelawney's men guard the stores. Their loyalty is unquestioned.
Then it's settled. I'll give the order presently.
You know, Trelawney, I think our captain is quite a sensible man.
How dare he? His conduct is without question unmanly, unsailorly, and downright un-English.
Scum, scuttle the scum, squaw.
Quiet, you! Listen to that old bird cursing blue fire. You know, Jim, old Captain Flint's nearly 200 years old.
Captain Flint? 200 years old?
Aye, I named her after Flint the pirate.
She was born in the Caribbean and sailed with Henry Morgan in his wars with the Spaniards. She was then the pet of Edward Lowe, a pirate who sacked the treasure fleets off the Florida coasts. That's where she learned to say pieces of 8. This bird's seen more than the devil himself, and her language is testament to it. Touch pitch, and you won't escape being blackened yourself.
I wish I could have those adventures.
You be a good lad, Jim, and smart as paint. You have a better future on the seas than I. I bet you'll be captain one day.
You're a much better sailor than me, Long John. You can captain this ship.
Nah, maybe one day I will. Perhaps I will.
There was Cutlass swipe or an ounce of lead or a yawning hole in a battered head. And the sculptor's gut with a rotting red. And there they lay, I damn my eyes, a lookout's clapped on paradise. All souls bound just contrary wise. Yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum. 15 men of them good and true. Yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum. Every man jack with a sailor's old cue. Yo-ho-ho, and a bottle of rum. There was chest on chest of Spanish gold, with a ton of flake in the middle hold. And the cabin's rods of stuff untold. And there,